Earlier this evening, the Italian Stallion got revenge on the Long Riders Black Bart and Wild Bill, wielding that baseball bat. Welcome, wrestling fans, to World Championship Wrestling. We're coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. Josh with you for the next hour of great action, and we're kicking things off with a match in the U.S. title tournament. Tully Blanchard taking on Magnum TA. What a way to kick off the program. Thank you for tuning in.
To the ring, accompanied by Perfect 10, and from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 241 pounds, Tully Blanchard.
Baby doll James J. Dillon accompanying Blanchard to the ring for this very important matchup. Blanchard would love to take that U.S. title home to the Horseman camp. Two big U.S. title matches coming your way tonight. This one, and also gorgeous Jimmy Garvin taking on the total package Lex Luger. We'll also have a first round match in the U.S. Tag Team title tournament. That is, if Black Bart and Wild Bill are able to wrestle here tonight, following that attack from the Italian Stallion. Bart and Irwin set to do battle with Sam Houston and Ron Simmons.
And his opponent, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 245 pounds, Magnum TA.
Several weeks ago, it was the Long Riders that put the Italian Stallion out of commission. He was set to team up with Sam Houston in the World Tag Team title tournament. Houston had to find a substitute partner. He picked Ron Simmons. And now the Italian Stallion has recovered, and he is seeking revenge against Black Bart and Wild Bill. Also tonight, fans, two matches in the World Tag Team title tournament. A first round match, Nikita Koloff and Ivan Koloff, the Russians, taking on the Rock and Roll Express. And a round two match, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, taking on the Midnight Express. Good backbreaker there by Magnum TA and a strong kick to the back. Our referee tonight, as always, is Bill Scott. Magnum and Tully, no love lost between these two men. Tully spins him around, claws the back, and again. Scoops him up. Shoulder breaker. They are hanging from the rafters here in Atlanta. Sold out crowd once more for World Championship Wrestling. Head scissors here by Blanchard. Bill Scott checking in to see if Magnum wants to give it up. Magnum able to roll free. Magnum going for a low kick there. Tully sidestepped him. Overhand wrist lock. Both men great wrestlers. Immensely talented. Magnum sweeps the leg out from underneath Tully Blanchard. What a leg drop there by Magnum. Chin lock here. He's got it locked in. Tully gets to his feet. Drives the elbow to the midsection, and again. Knocking the wind out of Magnum. Double underhook suplex. Tully now putting the boost to Magnum. Now stomps the face. Picks him up. Inverted atomic drop. Cover here by Tully. A 1 count. Magnum able to kick out. Drives the elbow to the lower back. Tully Blanchard on the offensive early on. It's been all Tully. Magnum slips free there. Good side slam there by Magnum TA. Tully hurt his back there. Cover here by Magnum. Hooks the leg. 1. Gets a 1 count before Tully kicks out. Punch to the breadbasket. Now Tully with a front face lock. Good reversal by the boss. And a clothesline. Magnum now takes him down. Magnum off the ropes. Beautiful kick there by Magnum. And now Magnum coming to life here. Going for the belly to belly, but Tully had it well scouted. Good block there by Blanchard. If Magnum locks on that belly to belly, it's going to be over. And Tully knew it. He came well prepared. Now Tully back on the offense. Pulls the leg. Tully will use that figure 4 to put away an opponent. but usually he uses the slingshot suplex as his finisher. Big right hand. Tully now. Nice counter there by Magnum. Tully was going for a back suplex. Magnum just splashed him. Tully now in trouble as he gets to his feet. Magnum has him hooked. Belly to belly. It's over. Cover. Leg hooked. 1. Baby Doll yelling at Tully. Near fall. Tully got the shoulder up. Magnum can't believe it. Tully just kicked out of the belly to belly suplex. Baby Doll was yelling at Tully to get up, and he did. Flips him over. Strong kick to the neck. Now Tully back to work. Tully now, what's he doing here? Off the ropes. Running elbow drop. Looking for a good place to get some leverage, I suppose, or momentum build up. Abdominal stretch here in the middle of the ring. Magnum with the hip toss and escape. Clubbing blow there by Magnum TA. Magnum now. Snap suplex. Magnum putting the boots to Tully. Sets him up. Snaps the head down. And a cover by Magnum once more. Easy kick out by Blanchard. The winner of this match advances to round 2 next week. Blanchard again using the elbow. Knocking the wind out of Magnum. And Tully slides outside here. He wants away from Magnum. He needs a timeout. Now back in the ring. Magnum from behind, or Tully, from behind. Kick to the midsection by Magnum TA. Big side slam, cover, middle of the ring. And there's Baby Doll up on the apron, distracting the referee. He had him pinned. That's going to cost Magnum the win right there. He had Tully pinned. Good takedown there by Blanchard. And Baby Doll just gave Tully Blanchard a second life here. Cover here by Blanchard. 2. Magnum kicks out. It helps to have someone in your corner. No one in the corner of Magnum TA. His closest friend. Big elbow drop there. He had to cover a lot of ground to land that, but he did. Magnum's closest friend is Dusty Rhodes. He is not in the building tonight. Ric Flair, Sting also not in the building after... It's probably a good thing after last week. We saw Flair trying to attack Sting. That backfired. Sting with a tombstone piledriver on Flair on the concrete. If you missed it, go back and watch that. Those two men will wrestle for the world title at Clash of the Champions in 2 weeks. Head scissors here by Tully. Front face lock again by Blanchard. There's the belly to belly. He hooked it. Leg hooked. 1, 2, 3. Magnum's moving on. What a come from behind victory by Magnum TA. And he will move on to round 2 next week. Tully was able to block it the first time. Magnum caught it the second time, but Tully able to kick out. There you see it, Tully able to get the shoulder up in the nick of time. What a great match to kick off the program. So glad you're with us. There you see it, Magnum had the man pinned right there, but Baby Doll interferes. There you see it, 1, 2, 3. Despite the interference, justice prevails, and Magnum TA is your winner.
Here is your winner, Magnum TA.
Don't go away, fans. So much more great action still to come. 4 more action-packed matches coming your way. Welcome back, wrestling fans. It is time for a round 1 match in the World Tag Team Title Tournament. The Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, taking on Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. There you see Paul Jones, the manager,
The following
accompanying his men to the ring.
Scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, defeated by Paul Jones. And at a combined weight of 565 pounds, the Russian gladiator, Irvin Koloff, and Russian nightmare, Nikita Koloff.
The winner of this match moves on to round 2 next week. What a night that's going to be. 1 week before the Clash of the Champions. After next week, we'll know every match for the Clash. Right now, we know it's going to be Ric Flair and Sting for the world title. Also signed, Baron Von Raschke taking on Dusty Rhodes in a First Blood match. Those 2 matches have been signed. We'll also see the World Tag Team Title Tournament Finals, the U.S. Tag Tournament Finals, and the U.S. Title Tournament Final that night. That is 2 weeks from tonight. Mark your calendars.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 469 pounds, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
Tremendous ovation for the Rock and Roll Express as they make their way to the ring. The size advantage obviously favoring the Russian team, but the speed and agility favors the Rock and Roll Express. They also have the crowd on their side, but of course Paul Jones in the corner of Nikita and Ivan. Ivan Koloff will start things off for his team, Ricky Morton for his. Referee Bill Scott calls for the bell. Big belly-to-belly suplex by Ivan. He is a tremendously talented wrestler. Slams the wrist against the mat. Picks up Ricky. Elbow. Good block there by Morton. Morton scoops him up and slams him down. Great body slam there by Ricky Morton. Morton now cranking on the neck. Ivan and Nikita will both use that Russian sickle to polish off an opponent. Ivan also is the master of that bear hug, that Russian bear hug. Forcing opponents to submit. Slams them down. And of course the Rock and Roll Express have won so many matches with that double drop kick. That is a move the Russians must avoid. Tag made to Robert. Gibson now in there. Good kick there by Ivan. Ivan picks him up. Whips him into the corner. Cheap shot there by Nikita from behind. Ivan throws him back in the corner. Tag made to the big Nikita Koloff. He is a monster mountain of a man. Double team up from the Russians. Double suplex. Nicely executed. Stomps the chest. And now the face. Gibson moves out of the way, only to be thrown into the corner. Went for the clothesline, nobody home. Gibson spins him around, drives the back of the head against the mat. Cover here by Gibson. 1. Nikita powers out. Nikita just lost his footing there, just slid. Might want to check into getting some better boots there with better traction. Knee to the lower back. And another. Maybe the soles are worn off of those things. Nikita drives him to the mat. Kicks him right in the derriere. Now to the small of the back. Picks him up, neck hang. Throws him into the corner. Morton once in there. Robert Gibson slides outside. Nikita after him. Gibson back in the ring. Gibson makes the tag. All that to make the tag to Morton. Nikita letting him have it too as soon as he steps in the ring. Throws him into the corner. Wicked clothesline. He floored him. Now Nikita leaning back with that camel clutch, trying to force Morton to submit. Morton pulls the arms away. Trips him up. Morton spins him around. Has him up. Atomic drop. That'll send a shiver up your spine. Morton now cranking the neck. Slams him down. Morton now in control. dropping the weight down on the back. Rolls him over. Good elbow to the lower back. And they are concentrating on that back of Nikita Koloff. Trying to keep that large man on the ground. Nikita slips free. Front face locked by Morton. Abdominal stretch here. Does not have it locked in well. And Nikita's going to hip toss his way out of it. Nikita backing up, makes that tag to Ivan. Uncle Ivan tagged in. Gibson tagged in. Right hand there by Gibson. Gibson now has him up. Standing vertical suplex. Morton telling him to go up top here. Gibson listens. Off the top rope. Big splash. And a cover. He's got the leg hooked. 1. A 1 count. Ivan able to kick out easily there. Gibson snaps the head down. Now Gibson going to work on the leg. Both teams would love to become the first World Tag Team Champions. Kick right to the face. Turns him over. Boston Crab. Ivan's a long way from the ropes. He's in the wrong corner too. He's facing the wrong corner. Ivan powers free. Gibson stays on him. Throws him into the corner. Tag made to Morton. Double team here. Punched him right in the ribs. But Ivan fighting back. He just shook it off. Clothesline. Up and over went Morton. And he went crashing to the floor. And Morton hurt his back hard on that hard floor. Gibson checking on his partner here. Ivan going up top. Morton, Gibson trying to block him here. Pleading with Ivan not to jump off. Look out, Morton. Double axe handle. Here comes Gibson outside. Tried to shove Ivan. Throws him into the steel. Gibson just threw Ivan Koloff into the steel barricade. Both men back in the ring. Tag made to Robert Gibson. Front face locked by Robert. Big knee lift. Ironic there is a Russian leg sweep onto Ivan Koloff. Gibson attacking the leg. Picks him up. Good backbreaker by Robert. Tag made to Nikita Koloff. What a sledgehammer there by Nikita. Vicious clothesline. Robert gets back up out of instinct, but right back down he goes. Crashing to the mat. And now the camel clutch once more applied by Nikita. On to Gibson. Gibson able to power his way out once more. Went for the knee, nobody home. Nikita went for the right hand. Did not connect. Gibson did with his. And there is a knee lift that takes Nikita to the mat. Gibson now picks him up. Big left hand by Gibson. And what's Robert doing here? Reverse figure 4. Has Nikita on his belly. Nikita in agony here. Trying to not to panic. Able to break free. Good escape there by the Russian, but he is worse for wear now. But look at that. Military press out of nowhere. And the legs did not buckle. Nikita going for the Russian sickle. Gibson ducked it. Good escape there by Robert. And now Robert with the monkey flip. Great tag team action here on World Championship Wrestling. Throws him into the corner. Tag made to Robert. Ricky rather. Fans standing. They might be going for the double drop kick. Yes, indeed. And they nail it. Morton did not go for the cover. That's a mistake there. Big mistake by Ricky Morton. He did not go for the cover. Double axe handle right to the kisser. Sends Morton crashing to the mat. What a mistake by Morton. Why did Ricky Morton not cover Nikita Koloff there? Morton and Gibson talking things over. Tag made to Gibson. Nikita rather, is flat on his back. Ivan also on the floor. He is still out. Ivan's starting to stir down there. Tag made to Ricky. They're going to try it again. The double drop kick once more. There it is. Go for the cover, Ricky. He's still not covering. Nikita, down goes Ivan. And now makes the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Can Nikita kick out? No. And the Rock and Roll Express are moving on to round 2 next week. What a win by Ricky and Robert. Impressive victory over the Russians. 2 double drop kicks it took to put away Nikita Koloff. So the Russians now out of the tournament. Beautifully done. Take another look at it here. The great double drop kick by Ricky and Robert.
Here are your winners, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
And now next week it'll be Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard taking on the Rock and Roll Express in round 2. Welcome back to the ring. It's time for a round 2 match in the World Tag Team Title Tournament. The Midnight Express taking on the Road Warriors.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Jim Corey Webb. And at a combined weight of 457 pounds, beautiful Bobby Eaton Webb and Sweet Stan Lane, the Midnight Express.
Fans, next week we also know in round 2 it's going to be Magnum TA taking on Barry Windham, a round 2 match in that U.S. title tournament. Also, we're going to have a U.S. Tag Team Title Tournament match next week also. That is going to be Manny Fernandez and Ron Garvin taking on the Powers of Pain, Barbarian and Warlord. So another great night of action coming your way next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
And their opponents, accompanied by Precious Paul L. Reed. And at a combined weight of 609 pounds, Paul and the Animal, the Road Warriors.
Precious Paul Ellering, the manager of Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. Jim Cornette is the manager of the Midnight Express. Fans, this just signed for the Clash of the Champions. The Italian Stallion will take on the Long Riders, Black Bart and Wild Bill Irwin. A Stallion will have a mystery tag team partner. So what a great tag team match that's going to be. So 2 big feud matches taking place at the Clash, in addition to 4 title matches. So don't miss that one, Saturday, April 26, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Clash of the Champions. Big chop there by Hawk. Collar and elbow tie up on the beautiful Bobby. Side headlock by Hawk. Bobby backs him into the ropes. Shoots him off. Went for the clothesline. No effect on the big man. And Hawk picks up beautiful Bobby. Just toying with the man. Slams him to the mat. The strength, size advantage obviously favoring the big Road Warrior team. The Midnight Express are both great scientific wrestlers. Stan Lane with a karate background. Beautiful Bobby is a tremendous high flyer. Double team here by Hawk and Animal. The winner of this match will advance to the finals of the World Tag Team Title Tournament at the Clash of the Champions. Look at the agility there of Hawk with that backflip. Looked like Ozzie Smith out there. For some of you youngsters, Ozzie Smith was a shortstop Hall of Famer for the St. Louis Cardinals. Front face lock here by beautiful Bobby. Animal with a beautiful hip toss. Animal now off the ropes, head of steam. Running leg drop by Animal. Animal picks him up. Into the corner goes Beautiful Bobby. Tag made to Hawk. Double team up from the Road Warriors. Vicious maneuver. Just shoves Beautiful Bobby. Clotheslines him to the mat. Cranking the neck now. Beautiful Bobby. Bobby, though, getting to his feet. Vertical base. Strong right hand and another. He jacked his jaw. The Hawk shoves him down. Beautiful Bobby rolls out to the floor, but he is in the wrong location. Paul Ellering out there. And Beautiful Bobby taking a timeout. Beautiful Bobby back in the ring. Tag made the sweet stand. Kick to the midsection. Might have been a bit low there. Referee did not see that. Into the corner goes Lane. Another tagged animal. There's the boot. Right to the face. This Road Warrior team just so dominant. Precarious position here for Stan Lane, but the headbutt to the midsection. And again, Animal measures him. And a second headbutt right to the sternum. Good jawbreaker there by Sweet Stan. There you see some of that karate background from Sweet Stan, that beautiful kick. Now running the eyes right across the rope. Covered here by Lane. Easy kick out by Animal. Lane going to the top rope. Tag made to Hawk. Lane had the rebound here. Or called an audible, I should say. Knee to the face. Cover here by Sweet Stan. Referee distracted by Paul Ellering. A 1 count only. Hawk kicked out. Camel clutch here by Sweet Stan. Hawk now, clubbing blow. Hawk now. Making sure that Stan Lane is well acquainted with that top turnbuckle by driving his face into it. And down goes Lane. Jim Cornette up on the apron, having words with Hawk. Here comes Beautiful Bobby into the ring. Bobby from behind. And the Midnight Express taking advantage of that situation. Referee Bill Scott trying to restore some order here. He's warning Bobby to get out of the ring. Hawk doubled over here. Stan Lane going to bring him back in the hard way with a neck breaker. Tag made to Beautiful Bobby. Good maneuver there. Knee to the face. Leaping knee right across the forehead. Shoulder claw here by Beautiful Bobby. Stan Lane tagged in. Beautiful snapmare there by Hawk. Swift kick to the back. Hawk now in charge. Tag made to Animal. Stan Lane backing away. He's going to tag in. No, he tried to tag in Beautiful Bobby, I think, but sidestepped the Animal. Good move there. Good sling blade there by Sweet Stan Lane. It looked like Lane was going for the tag. Leaping knee drop. And a second right across the throat. He's going to go for a third here. Trying to crush the throat of Road Warrior Animal. Now Lane. Look out, Animal. Stomps him in the midsection. If the referee hadn't been looking, I think Lane would have targeted lower. Camel clutch here by Sweet Stan. Animal slips free. Clubbing blow there by the Animal. Drives him head first into the mat. Animal turns him over. Pulling back here. And Beautiful Bobby trying to break up the move. And he does. He should not be in the ring. Bill Scott being very lenient here. Beautiful Bobby just knocked Hawk off the apron. Diving fist drop from the top rope. Lane now taking advantage of the situation. The figure four locked in. Beautiful hold here by Sweet Stan. Animal trying to push his legs up. And now trying to turn it over and reverse the pressure, and he does. And now Lane in agony. Lane forced to break the hold. Standoff here. Animal scoops him up. Running power slam. He's got the leg hook. 1, 2. He would have pinned him right there had Beautiful Bobby not gotten in there to save his partner. Good neck breaker. And again, Hawk knocked off the apron. Jim Cornette just slid a chair under the bottom rope and into the ring. Flying elbow drop by Beautiful Bobby. Both men are down, both legal men. Lane crawling over here, makes the cover. 1. Animal got the shoulder up. As soon as the referee's hand hit the mat, that woke up the Animal. He was able to kick out on instinct. Lane throws him up and over the top rope, and a right hand sends him crashing to the floor. Bill Scott needs to take that chair out of the ring. Flying elbow drop from Stan Lane. Unorthodox maneuver from Lane. He usually does not take it to the top rope. Throws him into the steel barricade. Now backs him into it, back first, crashing against that steel. Pulls Hawk off the apron. Now Lane back to work on Animal. Stomping the backs of the legs. Kicking him right in the posterior. Referees count up to 7 here. Both men need to get back in the ring. Russian leg sweep. Here comes Hawk over to help his partner. Jim Cornette staring down. Down goes Hawk. He was trying to help his partner. Referee up to 9. Animal's not going to get back in. The Midnight Express are going to win by countout. They win by countout. They're moving on to the finals. They'll take it. The Midnight Express were the underdogs in this one. They just upset the Road Warriors. Albeit it was by countout, but nonetheless, a win's a win. And they're moving on to the finals. Great matchup here in this World Tag Team Title Tournament. And I think things far from over between the Midnight Express and the Road Warriors. Road Warriors have to feel like they were cheated here tonight. There you see it. Lamb was trying to pick up a victory there.
Here are your winners, Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane, the Midnight Express.
Don't go away. Tag team action continues now. We're switching over to the U.S. Tag Team Title Tournament. A round 1 match coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 535 pounds, Black Bart and Bill Irvin.
The Long Riders walking confidently to the ring. You have to wonder, though, what condition are they really in? Both took baseball bat shots from the Italian Stallion earlier tonight before we went on the air. Luckily, our video crew was set up and they were able to film most of that attack. We brought that to you earlier tonight at the top of the program. And there's the Italian Stallion coming out with Houston and Simmons. Some mind games here now being played by the Stallion.
At a combined weight of 496 pounds, Sam Hughes Tim and the All-American Ron Simmons.
Could one of these two men be the mystery partner of the Italian Stallion at the Clash? Look at Wild Bill. He's coming over to confront Italian Stallion. Black Bart telling him not to worry about him right now. They've got to focus on this matchup. This is a U.S. Tag Team title match. The winner automatically makes it to the finals at the Clash of the Champions. It is a short tournament. Sam Houston starting things off against his arch rival Black Bart. Right hand there by Houston. No love lost either between these two men. It was mainly Houston that the Long Riders were attacking by taking out his tag team partner in that World Tag Team Title Tournament. It backfired. Sam Houston now off the ropes. Running elbow drop. These same two teams clashed in round 1 of that World Tag Team Title Tournament. That match was won by Houston and Simmons. So they are 1-0 up on the Long Riders right now. And as you know, the winner makes it to the finals of the U.S. Tag Team Title Tournament at the Clash of the Champions in 2 weeks. The Italian Stallion looking on. Black Bart tags in Wild Bill. Sam Houston. Some good uppercuts there by Houston. He was trying to back away and make the tag to Ron Simmons, and he does so. What a right hand there by the All-American. Has him up. Beautiful neck breaker. Simmons now cranking the neck. We were talking about the mystery partner of the Italian Stallion. Could it be Simmons or Houston? If Simmons and Houston win this matchup, they would be involved in that U.S. Tag Team title match. So I doubt that would be, either man would be a good partner for the Stallion, having to wrestle twice in the same night. But you never know, I guess. Tag made to Sam Houston. Good takedown there by Houston. Went for the knee, nobody home. He just miscalculated that one. But Houston now back to work. Snaps the leg down. Black Bart, Wild Bill seeking revenge against this team. They would love to get their hands on Italian Stallion as well after the match. If they can win this one and move on to that title match in 2 weeks. Front face lock here by Houston into the armbar. Wrenching it back. One match still remaining here tonight. It's going to be a round 1 match in the U.S. title tournament. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin taking on the total package Lex Luger. That one's sure to take the roof off of this place. Bart trying to stomp the legs. Just miscalculation there. Houston was moving out of the way. Bart makes the tag to Wild Bill. Sam Houston rolls out of the way. Look at Wild Bill just taking it to Sam Houston now. Pulling on the arm, a kick right to the face. He caught him flush with that cowboy boot. Wild Bill just picking him apart here. Pulling on the fingers even. Drives both knees to the back. Wild Bill says it's over. He is just punishing Sam Houston here. Drives the elbow to the top of the head. So we had a World Wrestling Federation show last week. It probably won't air tonight. I said next week, and I'm sorry for that. But I think it's going to be more like a monthly event for the World Wrestling Federation show. You can probably tell when I'm doing the commentary that I enjoy WCW a lot better. A lot more, I mean. Camel clutch here by Wild Bill, trying to force Sam Houston to submit. Referee right up in his face. But I really like the characters I've created for the other promotion. I think I did a pretty good job with some of those, if I say so myself. Sam Houston trying to break free. Trips up Wild Bill. And Sam Houston races over and makes that tag to Ron Simmons. Flying shoulder tackle, and that football background coming into play there. Black Bart tagged in, but he's greeted by a right hand that sends him crashing to the mat. Simmons now raining down right hands on Black Bart. Low kick there. And Simmons with a neck breaker. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know I kind of get overwhelmed when I get so many wrestlers in one promotion. Having the two divided into 2 different promotions helps. I think it's really helped with getting the feuds going too. A lot of the guys see a lot more action each week. When I had like 50 to 60 guys on the roster It was so hard to get everybody in every week. Black Bart now rallying, runs in, running forearm shot. And Bart, dazed here. I don't think he knows where he is. Sam Houston coming in. Good block there by Simmons. And an elbow by Black Bart. Runs Ron Simmons over with a shoulder tackle. I don't know if Black Bart has a football background, but that worked. Spins him around. Good tilt-a-whirl slam there by Black Bart. He'll make the tag to Wild Bill. The Long Riders would love to become the first U.S. Tag Team Champions. Winds up now. Elbow to the back of the head. But so would Simmons and Houston. Also next week, as I mentioned, we're going to see Manny Fernandez and Ron Garvin taking on the Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian. Sam Houston helping on his partner. He inadvertently hit the referee with that drop kick. Bill Scott, the referee, got in the way. And now Sam Houston gets out of the ring, but the referee is still down. We've got no referee. He's slowly making his way to his feet. Is he going to disqualify the team of Houston and Simmons? No, he's not. I think he knows it was accidental. Wild Bill fighting his way free. Look out for Sam Houston. He grabs Wild Bill. Double team here from Simmons and Houston. And they're pulling a page out of the playbook of the Long Riders with a double team. Simmons gets to his feet, charges in. Nobody home. Wild Bill moved out of the way. Good heads-up move by Irwin. Sends him into the corner. Rushes in. Wicked clothesline. Breaks the back. Picks him up. Cracks the knee. Armbar here by Wild Bill. Cheap shot there from Sam Houston. And we've seen some unorthodox tactics here tonight from the fan favorite team of Houston and Simmons. They have bent the rules here tonight. Perhaps letting their tempers get the best of them here. This has turned into quite a feud here between the Long Riders, Sam Houston, Ron Simmons, and the Italian Stallion. Wild Bill gives him a boot as a parting gift. Tag made to Black Bart. And he'll stomp the arm. Good strategy here from Bart and Irwin. Spins him around, slams him down. Tag made to Wild Bill. Springs up to the middle rope. Good double axe handle. Throws Simmons up and over. Now he's going to suplex him back in the ring. Interesting strategy here from Wild Bill. The winner of this match will take on either. Bear hug here by Wild Bill, middle of the ring. Simmons in trouble. Sam Houston tried to drop kick Wild Bill. It did not work, but the distraction did. It forced Wild Bill to break the hold. Now Sam Houston really bending the rules here tonight. And the referee letting him get away with it. What a drop kick there by Houston onto Bart. And now Houston climbs the top rope. High risk maneuver. Drives the fist down. Wild Bill first man to his feet. Turns Simmons over. 1, 2. Simmons was able to kick out. Houston was late to get in there to make the save. But again, Houston really bending the rules. Not used to seeing that from Sam Houston. Simmons flexing for the fans. He is fired up here tonight. Short arm clothesline on Wild Bill. Down goes Black Bart with a shoulder tackle to the midsection that sent him sailing to the floor. Spine buster slam by Ron Simmons. And Simmons, not done with him, picks up. Wild Bill gives him a boot to the face. Some payback there from earlier. Wild Bill using those cowboy boots on both Simmons and Houston earlier on. Running, power slam, cover, middle of the ring. Leg hooked 1, 2, 3. Another win for Houston and Simmons. And they're going to be wrestling for the U.S. Tag Team title in 2 weeks to the Clash. What a win here tonight for Houston and Simmons. And they're now 2-0 against Wild Bill and Black Bart. A lot of double team tactics, mostly from Simmons and Houston here tonight. Let's get the official word.
Here are your winners, Sam Hughes, Tim, and the All-American Ron Simmons.
Tremendous win for Sam Houston and Ron Simmons. They are moving on to the finals in the U.S. Tag Team title tournament. The Italian Stallion happy as well. It is time for the main event of the evening. The Total Package Lex Luger taking on Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, a round 1 match in the U.S. title tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Precious. And from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
What an ovation for the Total Package Lex Luger. Great main event tonight as we close out the program. Next week, we're going to have 3 matches in the U.S. title tournament. Nikita Koloff will take on Dusty Rhodes. That's a round 1 match. Barry Windham taking on Lex Luger. And we're also going to have another round 2 match involving one of these 2 men here. They will take on the winner of that Rhodes-Koloff match. So that's going to take place next week. So unfortunately for Koloff or Rhodes, they're going to have to wrestle twice in the same night. But I think they would think it's worth it with a chance to win that U.S. title. Garvin taking it to Lex Luger here. Leaping knee right to the throat. Picks him up. Throws him into the corner. Charges him. What a clothesline. He took down Luger. Also in the World Tag Team title tournament, Arn Anderson, Tully, Blanchard teaming up to take on the Rock and Roll Express. The winner of that match will face the Midnight Express at the Clash of the Champions. And the winner of that match will be the World Tag Team Champions. Good move there by Garvin. What a match it'd be if it turns out to be the Rock and Roll Express against the Midnight Express at the Clash. Cover here by Garvin. 2. Near fall already. Luger just got the shoulder off the mat. Or another rivalry. Arn Anderson and the Midnight Express. Some history there as well. So that'd be a great World Tag Team title match. Back in the day, it was the Midnight Express defeating Anderson and Blanchard to become both U.S. Tag Team Champs and World Tag Team Champs. While Anderson and Blanchard exited to go to New York. Good clothesline there by Luger. Luger now dropping all the weight down on the lower back. Double axe handle. Also, another match in the U.S. Tag Team Title Tournament coming away next week. Barbarian and Warlord, the Powers of Pain. What's Luger? John with a fan out there. What's going on here? Luger cocking the arm like he's going to hit somebody. Perhaps Luger has some kind of special gift where he can see John Cena. No one else can see him. Garvin now taking it to Luger. Garvin drags Luger to the middle of the ring, measures him, drives the fist right between the eyes. Picks him up. Into the ropes. Luger moved out of the way. Good heads-up move, but Garvin stays on him. Undeterred was Jimmy Garvin. Almost caught him wrong there. Jimmy Garvin. Precious now getting up in the face of the total package. Precious took a shot at Luger. Luger avoided it. Good shoulder tackle by the total package Lex Luger. Luger now working on the legs. Sawing them back and forth. Now Luger raining down the right hands. Right on the forehead of Garvin. Luger with a big slam. Cover. Leg hook. 1. Garvin able to kick out. Luger, relentless, stays on him. If we go past the 7 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, we will stay with you to bring you the exciting conclusion of this matchup. Boston Crab applied by Luger. Precious looking very worried, covering her face. Or mouth, rather. Right hand there by Garvin. Garvin driving Luger's face to that top turnbuckle repeatedly. Luger collapses face first. Garvin turns him over, middle of the ring. Failed to hook the leg, and Luger kicks out easily. Garvin picks him up. Good block there by Luger. Luger scoops him up. Garvin slips behind, shoves off Luger. And there's a clothesline that takes down Luger in the corner. Garvin picks him up. Luger with a forearm. There's a kick. There's a DDT from Luger, using Garvin's own maneuver on him. And Precious up on the apron, distracting referee Bill Scott. Luger does not like this. He's going after Precious here. Shouting at Precious. Luger going to the top rope. Look out, Garvin. He did not see that Garvin had made it to his feet. And Garvin knocked him down. Garvin now climbing to the top rope. Going for the superplex. Great move there by gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Now Garvin needs to make the cover. Leaping knee across the throat. Chinlock here by Jimmy. Nicely executed. Luger trying not to fade out here. He is trying to stay with us. Luger drives the elbow to the midsection. And again. Both men miss. Luger again. Garvin moved out of the way. Heads up move by gorgeous Jimmy Garvin to avoid that clip attempt by Lex Luger. Luger fighting back with a left and a right. No, Garvin blocks it. Forearm shot there by Garvin. Going for the kick. Luger caught the leg. Garvin throws him in the corner. Luger moves out of the way. Has him up. Atomic drop. Now Luger with that nerve hold. That shoulder claw applied on gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Garvin sweeps the leg. Going for the right hand. Luger avoiding it. Russian leg sweep by Garvin. What a matchup to close out the program. Both men wanting to move on in that U.S. title tournament. Both men would make a great U.S. champion. Right hand there by Garvin. Running clothesline. He took down Luger. They have until the count of 10 to get back in the ring. Luger throws him in. Kicked him in the ribs. Jawbreaker there by Garvin. And a one-handed bulldog. He planted Luger. Fans loving this matchup here tonight. Garvin sends him face first into the buckle. And a Luger just collapses in the corner. Garvin has him up. Gonna put him up on the top rope here. And stretching down. Luger trapped in the ropes. Kicked him right in the throat. Luger collapses. Luger gets to his feet. Trying to fight back, but he is just a punching bag here for Jimmy Garvin. Again, Garvin working him over in the corner. Puts him up on the top rope again. He's going to stretch him out again. He liked it earlier. Now putting the boot right to the throat. Effective move for Garvin. Turns him over. Cover. One. Luger got the shoulder up. Chinlock here by Garvin. Both men look spent. They look exhausted in there. Very physical matchup here in the main event. Luger has him. Belly-to-belly suplex. Luger picks him up. Into the ropes. Spinning back elbow. Caught him right in the mouth. Garvin just dead weight out there. Luger's going to rack him. He's going to put him up in the human torture rack. Can Garvin get out here? Garvin in trouble. Luger's got it locked in. Can Garvin get out? No, he can't. He's going to give this one up, and Luger's moving on to round 2. Next week, he will take on either Nikita Koloff or Dusty Rhodes. Next week. What a night it's going to be next week. Don't miss it for anything. And what a great matchup to close out our program this evening. Luger victorious, moving on to round 2. But what a fight put up by Jimmy Garvin. Nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. Garvin came so close to winning this one, but Luger prevails.
Here is your winner, the Total Package.
Thank you so much, fans, for being with us tonight. We'll see you again next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night.